I tackled most parts of medical school in the same way, which was, what do I need to do? How am I going to do it? How much time is this going to take? And like, you know, here's my schedule. Let me put this time block here. Let me put this time block there. And I found that trying to break down my obstacles and my tasks and my to-do lists and whatever into smaller and smaller pieces until it was easy to sort of think about and conceptualize made my time throughout medical school very simple, because everything was the same. It didn't matter if it was an essay or a tutorial worksheet or my final exam or the SJT. They could all be broken down into smaller and smaller and smaller steps, and each one of those small steps could be completed in a certain amount of time. I could just put that time into one of my weekdays, you know. So I think medical school can feel very overwhelming, especially if you think about the big picture, because there is a lot to do. But every single one of those things can be broken down. And I think if you sit there with a pen and paper and you break it down, your life will become so much easier, because you know you can complete every individual part of that bigger, you know, task, whatever it is. So break things down into smaller pieces, I guess, is my advice.
I think that would also help people with stress, because when you have a lot of stuff to do, it's like it just seems impossible. Like, how am I ever going to do this?
Yeah.
And then you, like you said, you break it down into simple steps, and then you're like, I can actually do this now. And then the next thing, oh, I'm done with this. Move on to the next
100%.
Step by step, like do this, number 1, number 2, number 3, and you'll get there. Like,
and just offload, like take things out of your head and out of your mind, put them on a piece of paper.
That helps so
Write
much.
them into Notion. Fucking talk to your friend about it, whatever. Like, just get it. So many people, they sit there with 100 things going on that's stressing them out, and they just keep them all in their head, you know? That's not gonna help. Like, just take it out of your head, put it on a piece of paper, put it on something you can actually see, and then that relieves mental space from you. And then you know what you need to do, and you can break each one of those tasks down into smaller tasks, and it, for me, it becomes so much simpler. But just sitting there being stressed is not gonna help, you know? Just write things down, talk to someone. I don't know. Yeah.
No, I feel the same thing. Like, whenever I'm like, I catch myself being stressed about things. I'm like, oh no, I have to do this, I have to do this. I'm like, okay, relax, sit down, take a piece of paper, or I open my notes on my iPhone. I'm like, I've got a note that's always there. It's called tasks.
Stress.
And it's like, open this in case of, and I open it up and I'm like, I've got quick tasks and like long-term tasks, and I just put everything there. And once I've done that, I stop ruminating about it, and I stop like,
exactly.
I like, there's this nice analogy. I don't remember where I heard this about. It's like a cow. Cows, when they eat food, they do it like 7 times. They digest it 7 times. That's how the human brain works sometimes. Like, before you go to sleep, you just ruminate and ruminate. You chew on the same information constantly. But yeah,
it's very true. Yeah.